King of the Eastern. Your title is tricky. That's a very tricky title.
Actually, the issue I have with Big Ben
no.
is attacking everybody. Big Ben today is attacked GNL, tomorrow is attacked Bigtril.
I don't think he has ever attacked me. I never got that.
Maybe just decided to ignore. But also the other thing is Big Ben, be loyal.
What did he say when he attacked? When he said attacked?
Let's not pretend you've been
No,
there.
tell the
Part
people.
of the team.
Yeah, he's part of the committee.
No, tell the people.
See, the thing is,
Do you know what you should do? I think we should attack.
No, but
Actually, I think this is how I got to know about the second. That was the second beef.
Yeah.
The first manufactured beef was the one between you and him.
Yeah.
We all saw that. We were like, "Come on, guys, Tubalaba." Like, Tubalabi,
management
Tubalaba,
beefing with management.
And then the next second one was the one where it came to Bigtril, but Bigtril was also ready. Bigtril was also ready.
No, I think what Big Ben was trying to do is because all rappers have put their guards down.
Action, ladies and gentlemen. Action, ladies and gentlemen. Katandika butandisi waneno ku Zambaland podcast wetutuukidde ng'ebikopo byonna byalumye dda omukulu ija kayitinga naye atuuse oyo film star gwe tuyita lubakyoya aveeyo mu east yeyayo inventinga style gye mumanyi eyokusikulamu abantu ebyenda. The Ijakite himself is present on the podcast and is among us. The Zambaland podcast is here, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to have another episode, another chance at life.
Yeah.
To express ourselves, to enjoy ourselves. I look around the room, people are getting money.
Yeah, it's a brand new year, man.
There are like so many gold chains, so many platinum chains. You know,
New
people
whips.
are looking good.
Some of us entered
new
there
cars.
with new
People have
cars.
entered cars like new cars. New car smell.
Comes with the territory.
New car smell. Ngabadda mbo hip hop does not make money. The boys are making money.
They are saying, hip hop, there's no money in Uganda.
In Uganda,
But we are driving, my G.
Someone was showing me a Lambo the other time. Was you showing me the Lambo?
Yeah.
Gundi.
The Urus.
Like Uganda, you cry your poverty alone. People are importing these cars that basically that car can build a school.
Yeah.
That can. There's somebody who has it in these roads of Munyonyo.
Even the Maybach SUV.
Maybach SUVs that who said
We
Kampala.
don't have that shit in town, man.
The people in the diaspora are like, but how Ugandans? How are you doing this? Because, man, I've tried to get my G-Wagon here and every time I look at the taxes. Every time I look at the taxes, I'm like, vanang.
Injireto jivuge ku red number plate.
Sagala, Octolia swagger ku red number plate. Red number plate yakubira ya madam. For me, sagala red number plate. Njagala nga kuliko Zambaland.
Gamba nogu wachukolere.
Gamba nogu. Ndakugambira nogu. I have cousins, by the way. Yeah. I have several cousins from Nyabushozi. They will hook me up. Karo Karunj. Hey, Nenga, how you guys doing? 2025. How does it feel so far? What's the review? What's the 411? What's happening in the hills of Mbuya? In the valleys of Nansana? Please fill me in. The people from Boston, Machindie. There's a Boston in Machindie, by the way.
There's half London in Wakiso.
UK Mall in Kansas.
There's a Las Vegas in Kawempe.
UK Mall in Kansas.
Sagisa Uganda. Everything is here. So how does 2025 feel, Green?
Feels great. It's just like a few days in, but it feels like we're like in March already. Like things happening on X. It's crazy. Like every day scandal. Like, hi.
Twetagam ko Olivia Pope here. Scandal.
Yeah, man.
Scandal.
Yeah, but it feels great.
Yeah.
Happy I'm healthy.
Yeah.
Good. Family is good.
Yeah, you look healthy, actually. Are you exercising? Or someone is feeding you?
I'm still I think I'll start like next week. I always say I will start next week.
The people who are paying for gym memberships here. There are people who are paying for gym memberships here, but have never stepped into a gym. They have dumbbells, but the dumbbells are full of rust. Kat, why are you paying for gym?
The punching
honestly?
bag, they even now just left it
The
down.
punching bag was even taken off the.
I punched it down. I punched it down.
Yeah, man. So how is it going for you? How's 2025 for you?
It's good. I've always told my friends that switching gears feels like a scam.
Yeah. Explain.
It feels like...
Please elucidate. Ate bagambe mogera nnyo oluzungu. Bagambe abana ba Baboon Voice mogera nnyo oluzungu. Baba Zambaland podcast.
I hate New Year's.
But it was between, it's like that hour. Midnight.
Yes.
It just hits you. You've always been going through midnights.
Yes.
But this one midnight, it feels like something is about to happen. I felt like it was all in our head.
Do you know when I was young? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are young. You are in your pampers, but there was a threat that the world was going to end at 2000. Now, man, I remember before the clock struck, I went outside, I prayed. I was like, God, remember me at heaven's gates. Bruh. Shit, nothing happened. Nothing happened. The world was still here, and we're still here.
Yeah.
What about the guys who sold their stuff and gave them to their pastors?
Chibwe today also happened. He told niggas he was going to take them to
heaven.
Like every time I look at there used to be a station called TBN that would tell you about the end of days. Now
Rapture.
they have just attacked Iraq, and this was like it was prophesied in Megiddo, and you're like, man, we are still here.
End of the world.
But then those guys have the guts to come back to TV
And keep saying the
and
same
then
shit.
keep on saying the same shit. They're like, now this is like they always have something to sell.
It was prophesied 2,000 years ago.
You guys.
To me, I was like, if 2025 changes, like if we're crossing from 2024 to 2025,
there should be
and probably the debts I have are no longer going to be there.
Should be written off.
Then you can tell me that you're in the new year.
like you
new
need
chapter.
you need a clean slate.
Yeah, clean slate. Like, oh, it's a new year. Oh,
I didn't say clean
You know.
slate. Do you see where his mind is? As we said slate. I need a clean slate. You guy, no, not in 2025. Please get your mind out the gutter.
Guys, this guy read the book, How to Borrow Money and Make the lender Forget.
Guys.
I never read that book.
There is no way. Guys have like fictional ways of like trying to make sure that nowadays whenever somebody pitches to me something or tells me about a business which makes money really fast,
It's a scam. It's a
Mugamba,
scam.
izo zinsobye kale guy wange gwe genda ozikole. I'll miss the profits, but usually those guys usually come back in tears.
Yeah.
Man, it was a scam.
Some Ponzi shit. Put money in a Ponzi.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But
There's nothing like getting rich quick. You have to work hard. Slow money is the real money.
True.
You trust me, you have to be patient. You have to build the skill. You have to make losses. You have to make obuntu obutono. 1,000 shillings every day could amount to like a big bag later.
Yeah.
But someone tells you, wanendo ba wakateeka mu 12 nga bakuddiza ezizo. Nga ate ofunyire profit ya 300%. Where?
Have you ever been scammed though?
Me?
Yeah.
It's really hard, but I have.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say no.
I think we should all
Anyway, they got me.
tell one story of how it happened.
I won't tell the embarrassing ones, but there was one when I was young. There was Kanokaria. I always lost.
Yeah.
But one happened. I won't even go there because it really hurts up to now. But it was a lesson well learned. I looked at myself and I was like, "This motherfucker is a genius." I thought about how well he had played me.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
What was the one thing that he said or did that made you think it's real?
His greed.
No,
Nothing else.
Here's the thing.
It's usually
Here's the
greed.
thing. I gave him money the first time. He brought it back with profit. I'm like, whoa,
So
At
greed.
least that was...
this works. So it's like, now give me more. And usually I was like, you know what? I've seen some movies where they like there was a British thing which I was watching where they'd first get a mark, then they hook him, first give him back a little, then he invests, then they like now take him for the whole big thing. But this guy, it was one.
Yeah.
Brought back profit. I was like, I was still playing with the money that even if you lose it,
Yeah.
yeah. So I did second. Guy still brought back again, profiting a younger deco. Fourth time, I was like, you know what? If this shit is working like this,
let me go in.
Let me give him a
all
big
in.
bag now.
You went all in.
I went gay. I gave him a heavy bag. Guy disappeared through thin air. Wherever you are, I'm going to find you one day. I'm going to find you.
At least that.
Yeah.
The first time it did bring.
4 times. Most people
times.
like first time Abula third die.
Yeah.
Second time usually that's where the corn is. That's the most common one.
Yeah.
But that fourth time, you're like, this guy is legit, eh? Gwe. Guy now told Nakulaga where even the shit is working from.
I used to want to blame telecom companies, but then I realized somebody could try a number and then try send money on a number.
Yeah.
And then they see the names the number brings.
Then they're still scamming people on phones.
They do, big time. That was the first time.
These days they even insult you if you like. If you realize that is a scam and again if it's insult you.
Hey, they insult your mother and then oh god. Yeah.
Yeah, by that time, and it's crazy because you call customer care and you tell them this number's just like taken my money. They're like, we're going to block it and what before they, but nothing happens.
So have you ever been scammed? You?
Yeah, but small amounts.
No. When a person says small, you know it's a much bigger number.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah. How small was it?
Because
10M could be small too.
Yeah.
No, not that kind of money.
But do you know what hurts usually? Before we get into yours, yeah? There's a scam which comes from a person you don't know.
Yeah.
But the scam that comes from a person you know, and they even have a family. Man, the bravery and the nerve. That was my guy, and then it disappeared, and I'm so sure they're uncomfortable wherever they are.
But at least for that one, I would know that I would either go to my parents, I would either go to the uncles. I'm like, yo, who's the father? Who's the father of this guy? They have to pay me back.
For me, it was actually a Ponzi at school,
at
campus. Like a Ponzi scheme. Like this guy comes and says, you put like 10K, he gives you 15K in like 2 days. So you take your 10K. After like 2 days, it comes. So you're like, this is real.
Yeah.
Let it stay there and it keeps multiplying.
Yes.
I never got back to that shit.
Because they just keep on rotating.
Yeah.
It's
like a Ponzi.
You guys laugh, but this stuff happens to even the smartest people in the world.
Yeah,
there was a guy called, I think it was not. There's a movie not called Wolf of Wall Street, but something. It was about like a hedge fund manager who was at the
Barney
level.
Madoff.
Madoff.
Yeah,
but
I read that guy's
guy
story,
ate
man.
people's money, like families, retirement funds of like, bruh.
Yeah, I read the story of Barney Madoff.
And he had this reputation where he was like, if you go on Wall Street, would be like top 5 guy, who people go to for advice on money. But the whole thing was like, he took money from his friends, took money from his partners, took money, everyone. He was just like scamming. Then I wonder, like, it takes a different type of character to actually do that. You wear a suit every morning.
And he did it for
kiss
a long
your
time.
Children. He did it for a long time.
Around 30 years. His was very devastating.
Yeah.
Maybe
it rained for a while.
Maybe just like addiction feels like, maybe it makes them feel good.
He was playing with people's greed. See this thing?
He was playing with people's greed.
This Ponzi thing.
He would be owing a guy like $1 billion, right?
Yeah.
Then you'd be like, if you put in 500 right now, it's doubled.
Yeah.
Because mostly Wall Street people don't see their money.
Yeah.
They're just playing with figures. They're just telling you the money is moving from this spot to the other spot. There's a theory of how much you're worth. You get me? But few really like go to the nuts and bolts of, you sold this stock here, now where's my profit? Where is you keep, like, few people do that.
Because the thing I've learned over the years, most people get scammed. The greedy people. You want a lot with the less you have.
Yeah,
quickly.
I think desperation.
Yeah, desperation.
It's greed.
Not even big greed.
It's just greed.
Because if you're
you
lacking,
just want more.
It's not greed alone.
You just want to have more.
greed is when you have and you still want more, but there are those who don't have.
Okay,
and they want.
how are people greedy when? Because I've heard of people scam people who want visas.
Yeah.
I think those people when they catch them, they should lock them under the prison, and then throw the key inside the crocodile.
To Dubai for jobs, and they're scamming guys.
You really see like desperate families trying to sell their land, send their child out of the country. Then the good guy comes and says,
Even Daus was caught up with that shit sometime.
Was he?
Mlangeland Daus.
I don't think I was here.
You are not here, but the guy was arrested on that stuff. He was taking guys out to Dubai. Where
it's embarrassing. It's money. Really embarrassing. And that's why I don't agree with your greed point, because there is no greed there. Maybe the greed of like, again, but people like,
what about the
people are like,
scams?
man, let me go look for an opportunity.
Yeah.
Let me just go. Let me go look for an
those ones I sympathize with them. Yeah. But these guys of like, man, there's some gold bar here on sale. The guy has 50 kilos of gold. How do you get 50 kilos of gold in Kampala? You get.
But there was something which was interesting that I saw. I think it was like on Netflix or something. Even investment firms like in Silicon Valley.
Actually, speaking about scamming, my dad was scammed. Those gold things.
Yes.
Was scammed his retirement. I know the guys who scammed him, but they're still around here in Kampala. Big dogs.
But I was telling you about this Silicon Valley thing, right? There was a startup there. Silicon Valley is the home of like startups that are doing like technology joints. Not only tech, but also energy, blah, 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 blah. But this guy, there's a guy who faked that he was developing a certain type of technology which is going to be so revolutionary, right? Nearly everybody bought in. This guy had nothing, zero code. But the nerve of this guy, he even set the day that it would go live. And he organized and paid event people. I'm telling you, there's a certain kind of crazy that needs to be studied from people who scam to that level. Like, you need to be like a pathological liar.
Tony Sword came here and tried to like tell him, Seven, you have this thing, hydrogen powered machine, I'm going to do this. Seven is like, but you man, my physics says hydrogen plus oxygen is water. What are you saying? You're going to make a flying machine.
But do you know like, so with the terrorist,
was that also a scam?
I don't know. Here's the thing too. Talking about
because
scams,
a lot of guys have scammed our president.
Which also becomes
maybe Akon
which also becomes
Akon also a scam.
You guys might be speaking too early. I've had Akon City is coming.
Where?
Before you build a city with all that tech, just let's first rearrange the
you guys
look into the thing.
Too early. You're going to miss contracts. You're going to miss contracts to work in Akon City.
The problems we have, we don't need Akon City now. Let's first iron this thing.
That guy lied.
You guys don't use Aircoin.
Aircoin lied. He said Aircoin is already working in East Africa. How it works? You buy the airtime. Now that airtime is converted into money. I'm like, what the fuck? Which African country is that shit operating in? And the guy was bold saying this live on TV.
I'm not just keep my mouth quiet. Sometimes I speak a lot.
You are in East Africa,
and
right?
It puts me in trouble.
No, you guys are in East Africa. Where have you ever seen Aircoin working?
There might be technology that you don't know about. That is out there on the dark web. Do you use the dark web?
Why would it be on the dark web when we're in that economy?
I'm trying to defend my brother.
It's a scammer.
I don't have enough information to say that, but I was recently speaking to somebody in government and they were telling me, okay, I was giving him this eye of,
really?
But, I was like, but he was like really telling me that that Aircoin is that the city is it might actually happen.
Okay.
Like, because I was one of those people who said, "Nay, man, this city, like, yeah."
But
then he was telling me, no, guys, this might actually start to happen.
Those guys just shared the land.
But the thing is that with him also, sometimes he like tells me some things that work, and then some things that actually don't work.
Yeah.
Like there's a thing he invested in, and now they're like earning crazy money. And he told me like before COVID, what I was like, wow. But now he took me like around his joint. I'm like, man, congratulations. Yeah? I missed that one. So I don't want to say anything about Aircoin City, rub people wrong, and I miss on contracts to be on the opening ceremony. We'll be teleporting. You guys will be here.
Is the guy who went with this camera to the thing in Senegal. They only found 3 stones.
Of what?
On the site, Econ City. They only showed 3 bricks, and that was it.
Bruh.
Hey, the government took back the land here. I think they realized the other side of Senegal. Yeah, they realized.
No, but guys, here's the thing too. Okay,
but the vision is good.
Let's first
the
put
vision
that,
is really dope.
No, let's first put that aside. Because I remember I was having a conversation with one of Africa's greatest. In my books, is one of Africa's greatest entrepreneurs. In my books, and I really look up to this gentleman. I respect him. I actually ran into him by chance. It was one of those you're like at a very high end place, and a certain type of people enter there, and I happened to see him, and we sparked up a conversation. He was waiting for his agent. We sat down. But then he told me the thing that frustrates most people in Africa that have a vision is the politician who just wants to use you for the photo opportunity. But then you keep on following up on what they promise to deliver, and half gets delivered. Or nothing really gets done. So you might find that Akon might be falling victim to some of those things, whether it's energy, he's trying to light up Africa. The vision is there. He has the Chinese to fund. He's trying to use some Chinese money to fund.
The lighting up issue actually works.
Let me finish the point. Like that, but it hasn't really lit up the whole joint, right? And part of the frustration is you run into people who are like, and then you keep on running around in circles until you get tired. So to the people you promised that this thing was going to be launched and whatever, they're expecting and they're looking at you.
Yet these other guys are frustrated.
These other guys are, and then you cannot move anything without the leaders approving. The good thing is that here the land was given. So now we don't know if the land was given, the Bamuwane title, Babi Chibichi, or some of the logistics were missing. We don't know, In Senegal could have been the same thing.
But the Senegal land was repossessed by the government.
It was repossessed.
After realizing nothing is really happening.
They know their own. For us,
they know their guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I've always told, there's a friend of mine, I think we fell out a long time. But right before and the reason we fell out is because I kept on telling him my vision and he kept on doubting me. It was one of those, telling him, I'm going to be a big star. He's like, wow, shut up, guy, jeez. Then he'd crack a joke when everybody's on the table, and I'll be the ones who's not laughing. I just bang a jaw and I look at him. I'm like, one day you. So one time I was telling him, I'm going to build a pyramid in Mukono. Motherfucker laughed so hard. I saw his last molar. The last one, those in the back bench, But I'll build a pyramid in Mukono. Hold me to this. And it will be lying white. And now every time I think about Zambaland and what Zambaland could be, I'm thinking of a hotel, a resort,
and
like
a ranch.
And I was telling ChatGPT to help me out with an image of what that would look like. And guess what it drew? The white pyramid with line. So visions can actually be actualized.
But why Mukono?
Right?
Why not Kawempe?
I'm from Mukono. I mean, Chitega Nchima is in Mukono. I'm a Mukono guy. I have land in Mukono, ancestral land in Mukono. You get?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We all knew
you want to post the pyramid in Kawempe?
Yeah.
Kawempe is where parents go when they are looking for a chokulia. That's where you. But everybody has their village. My village is in Mukono. So for me, it's easy to take what my grandfather left me and attract some investment to it. Right? It's not a so far-fetched thing. So yeah. But someone will be like, it's impossible. Like, why are you saying impossible? Like, one of the things I loved about Dame is he was telling his team, when I'm dreaming, nigga, don't try to be reasonable with me. Let me dream. And then after that, let's figure out the how.
Yeah.
Because the how is also important. So I used to tell this guy this about, I think it's coming to 20 years ago. But now I'm in real estate. I mean, music and real estate.
Is the pyramid already there?
It's not there.
So
but there's land.
So there's a chance of him.
There's land, right?
Yeah.
There's a man who's willing to work to attract investment. Okay. And right now I understand how global markets work.
Yeah.
So is it a far-fetched idea right now? I already have some stuff I'm working on. So is it a far-fetched idea now? So when that guy tells Museveni hydrogen is going to be mixing with what? I mean, it might look like a joke, but it might sound like Okay, right now it looks like a joke because most mathematicians are disproving him. Neil deGrasse Tyson is saying, "Man, that's not mathematics." You know, right? Professors are all like, "Great guy, great guy." So, but at the end of the day, the reason why I don't quickly dismiss people with visions and dreamers is because I'm an eternal optimist too. You get me? And at the end of the day, it's the eternal optimists that actually change the world. So imagine you living like in the 1400s telling people, a person can fly, eh?
Yeah, we shall fly.
Like on Mugalide. I think he's possessed, you know.
Started his own thing.
Like, don't ban him with the witches today, but, you know, this guy has a lot of juju. Like, they used to call science juju back in the day, you know. But now we know it's not juju. There's bacteria, people research and whatever. So imagine trying to describe that there are things that an eye can't see to a person who doesn't even know a microscope. And so until somebody invents a microscope, that conventional knowledge changes.
Yeah.
But until then, you're crazy. So he might be crazy, but I'm not going to join the wagon that says this is an insane man. I'm going to be like, maybe I'm keeping my mind open to Econ City, to the hydrogen. You know? I'm keeping my mind open. I'm just keeping my mind open. Yeah.
I'm keeping my mind open to good roads.
And my wallet closed.
I'm keeping my mind open to good roads.
Nigga, keep dreaming.
Better. I'd rather keep dreaming than you. Who's ready for Econ City?
Econ City for it.
Okay. We'll be in Econ City, Gwega. You're there.
Yo, but real quick, when I was scammed, the guy called me by name. There is no way I would think it's a scam.
Those are the best. There was a
he was
study
like,
you, eh?
hey. I was like, you've forgotten me. This is Peter. In my head, I'm like, now which Peter?
Yeah,
but he sounded so confident that he knew me. So I was like, I can't. You know those things where you don't want to make someone think you've forgotten them. You don't want to feel that.
And that's where they get you. Because we're not honest in our speech, eh?
Yeah.
If somebody says, don't you remember? To really tell the guy, no, I don't remember.
Actually, this reminds
that
me.
saves you a lot. Eh?
Hype man scammed me. You know, Hype man.
You guys, stop naming people's names like that.
MC Hype man.
He scammed you.
Yes.
Tell
this
us
guy,
the story.
he's like,
he
sent me an email. Like he faked some email, like Sony Music Africa. He just made his own email. It's crazy. He's like, hey, Green.
The views, opinions, and stories shared here are not necessarily...
Not Hype man. Hype man. MC Hype man.
Of course.
He sent me this email like, hey, Green, Club, Dome, and the MTV guys and Sony are working on this. You want to be like a part of it? I was like, this is interesting. Okay, please first send 200,000 G's for registration. I'm like, okay, this is my guy. I send him the money.
On his number?
Yeah, his number. Like, he sent me an email, and then he called me. He's like, man, there's a deal, Club, Sony, and you get. So me, I'm excited. I'm like, wow.
Great. The reputation of Sony in Africa is so bad. And I don't know if it's partly because of the scammers or if it's because Sony is a shitty company. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but every time I hear Sony, it's like related to something dubious.
Because they use our dreams. Because I was like, yo, man, I'm going to work with Sony. This is some epic shit.
Yeah.
I sent the guy 200 G's. Never heard from him until after like 5 years when I met him. He's like, man, I was hungry, you guy.
He revealed himself. Eh? Good thing he was honest. Good thing he was honest. Yeah.
But you see, that's like small cheddar. So there's no I would be like, man, you guy, that guy, you get something small. But Hype man, change your ways. Because right now definitely won't scam like 200 G's. It will be like some 10 million, 80 million, shit like that. If it's still scamming.
Also, that's another thing people need to do. And I'm not saying this about your guy who scammed you, but Ugandans, the reason we receive very bad service, the reason why we receive very bad service, the reason why they can scam you, me, and so many other people is because we don't share information willingly. Like we keep most of our things to ourselves. And then we also don't call out the people who are stealing.
Hey.
So in the US, there is this app called Yelp. Yeah? Trust me. If you're selling a donut and that donut was not sweet, you're going to hear about it in the evening. Somebody is going to rate your donut. So it helps out the people who are giving good service to get repeat customers.
Yeah.
Because if a person says, man, 1,000 people have reviewed this place and they're all saying the donuts are kick ass. People would drive from wherever just to go to that place, just get those
To
donuts.
experience
Right?
the donuts.
Yeah.
But if a person comes and says, man, I ate that shit is like, bruh, people will actually, it affects your ratings, right? Then you begin seeing that in the searching, when people are searching for new businesses in that area, yours is rated less. So there's actually a consequence to bad service. But here in UG, right? A person, for example, there's a group.
The scammers, what we call them, but they are sharp.
There's a group I'm a part
Well,
of.
that guy is sharp.
There's a group I'm a part of. I won't mention the name, but it's a parents group, right?
Yeah.
There's a person who has been scamming people who are looking to build like playgrounds in the backyards for their children. So this person has cheated this parent and that parent. But the beauty with the people in that group is that you cheat one, they are going to tell everybody. So now everybody knows that will be the last person that person has scammed. Then the other person was like, hey, I had a friend who was scammed, I think, by the same guy.
Yeah.
So now the next move is going to be find that guy's number, find his contact, arrest him.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So that the buffoonery ends. But we have had people here who have cheated number 1, number 2, number 3, and they have done it for years, and they're still living among us.
And we praise them that is sharp.
Mbo is sharp.
Mbo is sharp.
Actually, here people are given positions and they're expected to steal.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Yeah, you're expected to steal, but
I hear this thing of Luseke. Isn't it also a scam?
No, Luseke is entitlement to other people's money, I think. Yeah, I think Luseke. That's how I understand it. How do you guys understand it?
I don't understand anything about Luseke.
Luseke is
I
a
just
straw.
see that
Luseke literally translates into
like
straw.
So how does the guy give you the money? Do you like stroke his ego? You first praise the guy. Hey, oh, my boss, Mgaga wange. Yeah, okay,
Yes.
okay, I get.
Yeah.
Speaking of
That is actually a scam.
Yes.
It's only that this one, the guy is a willing giver.
Yeah.
He's a cheerful giver.
Yeah.
Those things of entering and everybody's like boss, uncle, uncle. I'm not your uncle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why you find even young people who have money, old guys are calling him boss, papa, things like that.
Yeah, and the Nigerians do it so well. Those people from West Africa.
Yeah.
A guy can praise you and you're like, my leader. You're like,
But it's like those guys just
like,
love
bro,
being
I've
praised.
just met you. How am I your leader?
It's like those guys love being
like,
praised.
You look at a man with a grey beard calling you my leader, and you're like, and because we have like this very deep respect for our parents or elders, look at a guy telling you, my leader, this and this, what, like with the most humility. I think that's also a form of exploitation, actually.
Yeah.
But those guys,
They do it so well,
yo,
eh?
I think those guys love like being praised, because when the guy is like talking about himself, he's like, I am doctor, professor, engineer. Like he introduces himself with so many big titles.
Yes.
You get? Yeah, I'm Igwe, Chief, Oga.
But that's a very African thing, to introduce yourself with many names.
Man,
Like think about Mansa Musa
That
had
puts
many
you
names.
on the path of
Look
getting the Luseke guys.
look at the Kabaka. How many names does he have?
But that's a
Magulu
king.
Nyondo, Chuchu, Sabasajja. Like those
But
names which are like
he does not introduce himself like that. It's us
that call him that.
But those guys, when introducing himself, I am Doctor, Chief, Oga. Like like it's like part of their culture. Like they love
what does
heavy titles.
what does Banaboy call himself for Dogu?
Odogu.
Because Odogu don't be nickname. I like that.
Okay.
It's very hip hop. It's very, very hip hop. I like that.
They have to like live up to their names and stuff like that.
Yes. So guys, back to this hip hop podcast now. Now that you've been scammed and you've gone through all these scams and whatever.
And there are guys who are scamming young rappers out there.
And there are people scamming young rappers out there. One of the artists that I really admire, her music is like amazing, right? Was scammed by Sony. That was a scam. She was scammed by Sony. But she had a Tusker Conversations on Swangs' podcast. It's a Tusker podcast. Platform, or is it it's produced by Swangs.
Sponsored by
Tusker. And she was sharing her story, right? So I've only seen bits and clips and pieces shared on the Baboon Forest platforms. Did you guys manage to watch the whole show?
Yeah, he actually watched it like 4 times.
he's a big Keko fan.
Yeah.
She's the queen of the East Imposi. They're
Yeah,
from the same
and
spot,
and the queen of rap. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
He had to
that's-
correct us like,
Yeah.
wait, pump your brakes.
For sure.
There's a queen
100%
of-
correct.
Straight
Hey,
up.
okay, tell us.
Yeah. Yeah, but she shared what happened,
Yeah.
with Sony. But what stood out for me is when she mentioned, her sister helped her get a lawyer in South Africa. And the lawyer knew the Sony lawyer, but the lawyer was quick to tell her, this is not the worst I've seen, but it's also not the best I've seen of the contracts.
Mm-hmm.
But no.
you, but not so much.
Yeah, but no.
Which is also scam, by the way, telling you that they're stealing, but they let them steal a little.
She said they told her.
This shit of like someone stole iron shoes, they're like, but he stole them for the people from that. Like,
For
but they
his people.
stole.
like Kenyan said that at least ours, when they steal, they invest
They
back
invest it in
into
Kenya.
Yeah,
We have corruption has basically become a thing which is like accepted. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. So, but what stood out, she was like, the lawyer told her, but just know that you're here to work. And these are not your friends. If you tell me that, I don't sign that contract.
No, wait. You're a rich kid. You're a rich kid. She might not have been a rich kid. The people who don't have the option of refusing.
True.
But
Yeah.
For you turn down jobs, some guys,
What jobs? You need to be specific.
the jobs the guy turns down, like, nah.
Okay.
Yet for me, I'm thinking,
I've never seen
Yo,
it.
don't,
There's a
don't,
certain
don't,
type of-
yo,
there's a
Green, don't pay attention to that. Is a rapper, philosopher.
Yeah.
He's always having entendres and everything.
Yeah, but
the day we're coming to
the
non
ship
The
of-
other guy just got it. Now he's laughing.
oh, he just got it.
He
huh?
just got it.
It came via satellite.
Yeah.
It first had to go bounce up in the clouds and then come down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but record labels actually prey on and by prey the one with the E, they prey on young artists. and
even the
creatives.
big ones.
Even the big ones who are stupid who will never choose to learn the game.
Yeah.
And actually, Afeni Shako, my Tupac's mother, said everybody gets scammed. Tupac's first contract was like really, really bad. Like really bad. So
You were
it's
still talking about Keko. Did she talk about the mental health issues we are always having? Hearing?
She
Was it just
about
a
all
rumor?
the-
Or
yeah, she talked about all those things. But what she said about the music was they kept on. She had to release an album, but they kept on telling her next month,
yeah.
next month.
They put her on
become next
Katebe.
month.
I think Keko might have been signed. You know, sometimes record labels also sign people and
Just to
bench
kill
them
their career.
to kill their career.
Yeah.
Someone can sign you, and you think they are in your corner. Well, they just want to sit on your talent.
Yeah.
Because she had just wanna. She talked about it. Yeah. I think that was Toya Dilazi.
Yeah,
She was in the
the
lane.
South
There was
African-
Toya Dilazi. There was Keko. Like they were like almost similar and going like at the same pace. So
Yeah.
Chidaba. And by the way, these people are also very territorial. You cannot just go into SA and
Yeah.
you expect them to be in your corner. You'd rather move with your team. The Nigerians move with the Nigerian team into
Yeah.
SA. Everybody moves with their team.
True.
You find Nigerians in Europe, they are with the Nigerian team, or they're with
Yeah.
second generation, you know, like
Or like
and which
they're on,
also goes back to here. Here it isn't that the artist doesn't succeed because they're not talented. We have very super talented artists, but there's no structure to support that talent.
Yeah.
From experienced managers to experienced, you know, like everything, experienced A&Rs, you know.
Do you even have A&Rs?
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing, Mikey?
None.
Am I funny to you?
I was like, the first word is gonna drop is managers. Just say our managers are trash.
Our managers are trash.
Straight up.
Some are good, but most of them are trash.
The majority are trash.
Majority are trash. Yeah.
those things. The guy who sell coffee in Masakani says now he's going to manage an artist. Fuck that shit.
No, there's a difference between someone who is financing someone's career and someone who's managing
but
it.
now here,
and then there's
the
a
guy
difference
sells
between...
this in he comes and he says, I'm going to manage you. You're like, no.
But you know, we also need to give them credit because there's some hit they take and they have also learned on the job. Actually, the ones that you're seeing, it's because they have failed so many times and so many artists have failed through their hands that by the time they get to the 10th one, by the time they get to the 10th one, they are really good. They're not going to repeat the same mistakes. But it's also a natural gift of having a business acumen and also being able to handle and juggle so many balls in the air. Because when you're taking care of an artist's career, it isn't just one thing that you're taking care of. No. It has to be the whole 360. So there's so many balls in the air, so many phone calls, so many moves. You know, while watching your competition too.
The issue up with those guys, they don't nurture like younger people.
It's not their responsibility to nurture.
It's not, but
I think
they are businessmen.
Yeah, most businessmen
so you want
are
the business
ones
to die
managing.
Yeah, no, the thing is that they're short-term businessmen. If you're a long-term businessman, but if you're long-term, you're going to say, actually, I don't think we are ready right now to do that. You're going to say, let's us first develop. Did you see that movie King Richard? The two sisters, Serena and Venus.
Yeah.
The way their father managed their career, where he took them out of school, right? And there were tournaments that they would have gone for and won and floored everybody. But he said they will not go for those tournaments, right? Because they will get tired. There's something called a burnout, right? Where you get tired of playing that sport. No jetamwa. Because you're young, you're like, I'm tired of this shit. You begin hating actually what you're good at or you can naturally excel at. So he took them out of that rigorous, you're playing here, you're playing there, and he just began developing and working on special skills where he has the time to spend with his daughters. Ochiraba, there are breaks there. So it takes a certain kind of care for someone to they were lucky their father had that kind of even with Floyd Mayweather, it's his father again. So I think the best managers might be my mother-in-law calls it mamager. Like someone who is in your family, like a mom, a dad, an uncle, who like really deeply cares for you. Those are the lucky ones who have that. Most people don't.
There are those
most
who
people
have
don't.
had
So these people are willing to actually invest in a long-term outcome, while others are just looking at you as, this is my quick kagwirao. It's like, I can get the bag from this person in 6 months. And after 6 months, I don't care. I can get another one.
But even now, labels these days have already cut even the budget for artist development. It's no longer there these days.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because these days, they want to come on like TikTok, get to like a guy already with your like following already.
Yes.
Have some tracks already done. That's when they sign you. They don't want to like get somebody from like the scratch, like build you, like show you how to do stuff.
Well, when you look at the industry, you'll find that most successful artists have managers. Most of them who are not rappers, who are not doing hip hop. And most hip hop artists don't have managers.
Why is it like that? Is it that the hip hop guys don't want to know?
I don't know. But
are we big headed to that level?
I don't know, but I'm just putting it out there in a sense that most, when you look at like,
but a manager can actually even be your friend.
Now that's the problem. Okay, a manager can be your friend, or your friend can be your manager. Which is which?
All.
Yeah.
All.
Yeah. So the manager should be your friend, but you shouldn't get a manager just because they are your friend.
No, like the word manager is not like a special word that we keep throwing out there.
It's not special.
Probably,
it's not special.
yeah. Probably, let's try to understand. If you're an artist, and I'm the manager, and you're giving me a job,
the artist is employing the manager.
Yeah, the artist is employing the manager. So what's my role? To oversee what you already have, or to come up with what is going to
Your
make
role is to oversee my business as a brand.
So the business is already
Just
there.
like you would actually manage any other business.
Yeah.
You get
So the business is already there.
the artist is the business.
So that means the artist needs creatives on the side, yeah,
Yeah,
to also contribute to the business that the manager is managing.
definitely.
So usually it's one thing. The manager is supposed to manage what's already there, and they're also supposed to come up with what is going to better.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a little bit of business development and
Yeah.
then management as well.
Yeah.
So Kanye had the best. I think Kanye had the best line when it comes to management. He said, "You don't need a manager; you need a CEO." You get me? But do you know what happened at one time when I tried to hire a CEO? You guy. I was like,
So, but Kanye also is not the wisest guy.
what?
He's not the wisest guy.
That guy's a genius.
There are things he has done that I'm like, bro, nah.
No. Why is this very subjective, right?
Yeah.
But for me, if a person manages to convert $0 to a billion, $1.5 billion,
yeah.
if a person manages to succeed not only in music but also in fashion,
Yeah.
how many have done that?
Very many that we've not even heard of.
Very many.
Yeah.
Please give me 10.
I give you 10.
Give me 10, please.
That-
Well, who successfully have a clothing line on the world market?
So it depends on who you're talking about. Because if you're talking general, maybe you're talking.
I'm talking
section
general.
of
Someone
people.
was you told me so many people have succeeded in music and fashion. Give me 10 names. 5 actually. Give me 5.
Okay, some of them may not be in both.
We said both. We're trying to prove that the man is an exceptional genius, right?
Yeah.
To be a genius, to
know.
me,
Yeah.
I'm trying to show you that it's not a chance game.
Yeah.
He was just lucky.
It was just lucky. He only did the soda ginger already. He want to do another one. Koya. You hear me?
Yeah.
His era is over. Then you come back. Kuba
Yeah.
Katamba.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before you know it, they are like, but he was also over giving us.
Yeah.
Then you take a break. Now he's not giving us.
He's
Like you
over.
can't win.
Yeah, go on, Mukati.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the guy has succeeded with like 10 projects
Yeah.
where he has invented actually.
Only becoming a
Reinvented the genre.
president has failed.
No, reinventing a whole genre, right?
Yeah.
And then on the other side, also in fashion, he has reinvented fashion,
Yeah.
urban fashion, that's
Yeah.
to say. He also single-handedly lifted up the Kardashian empire.
Yeah.
They were doing their thing, right?
Yeah.
But Ye's addition was another like plus.
Yeah.
You get me? So
Yeah.
you're seeing a man who is succeeding in nearly everything he does. And right now, and I hate to blow Kanye's trumpet, but
Yeah.
he's a man who makes very many mistakes. Very many mistakes. I think that's why you're saying that he's not a bright guy, right?
Yeah, because it can
But-
also be misleading.
He can't be
Much as he's a leader,
he became greedy, very egocentric,
Yeah.
very selfish.
King Solomon.
You get me? He became like I don't think King Solomon was selfish.
No, King Solomon. He became selfish because the agreement he had with God. He started to do other things that pleased him than
The ego,
The
the ego, like really comes in. But yeah, everyone needs a CEO. Like one of the things that why teams succeed and artists succeed is because of the reason why artists succeed is because of the team behind them. It's not
Yeah.
even just a one-person thing.
Yeah,
It's
a whole team.
a whole team.
So
Like-
our
like
guys
Lucky-
only have one guy. Always.
Like Lucky Dube has had a band.
Yeah.
Like the women who do like the backup, he only goes to those ones.
Yeah.
They never fail.
Fela Kuti,
They are not around. The tour is postponed.
Fela Kuti just put all his wives.
Fela Kuti, his wives.
You're always with me.
Had the guy.
He was a hard guy. Yeah, he was a hard guy. But now, talking about management, you get to see that the reason Burna Boy is like very, very successful is because the mother is part of that crew,
Yeah.
which was part of Fela's Egypt 40. You get me?
Yeah.
So,
And actually, his
Imagine-
grandfather
yeah.
was managing Fela.
see, now the wealth of knowledge about management and Fela being like, Fela explored those waters before nearly any other. There was only Hugh Masekela and Miriam Makeba who had gone globally and toured.
Yeah.
And credit to Miriam Makeba because she brought in the Fellas and whatevers and the Huma Sekelas into New York, introduced them to like so many other talented people, right?
Yeah.
So I'm so sure even Fela faced challenges with management at first, right? But now the next generation did better.
Yeah.
The Wizkid generation did better with the Don Jazzies, the Banjis, you know. And now this generation is even doing much better. So
actually, man, Wizkid was
so
very
experience
smart.
is building onto experience. But here in Uganda, the experience is experiencing.
Yeah.
Eh.
Because of the employers.
The employers?
Yes.
Which employers?
Who employs the manager?
The artist.
Eh.
But now, here, it's like the other way around.
This year is the other way around.
Here,
The
the-
sponsors become the managers. Actually, if I'm sponsoring you, I'm going to say Jonathan is going to be your manager.
Hey, now those guys
Even,
even
whether
abuse-
you know
those
him,
guys even
whether
insult the artists. Gwena kuja mcharo. You had nothing.
Walimu busapatu bwa bulu.
Man, it's crazy.
Yeah, but here's the thing. No
But
matter
the video shoot-
no matter who employs who, it has to be a combination of long-term investment into
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now here we have businessmen. Kagwirawo.
Mm.
Ngenda funa omuyimbi wange. Tekemu sente 1 year.
Yes.
Concert.
I don't think we
I
have.
get my money. I disappear.
I think we also don't have a culture.
Who is
of
managing
contracts.
Alien Skin?
Man, I don't know about that guy. Shit.
Which guy?
He's gang.
Oba is unmanageable.
I think that guy is unmanageable. I think that guy manages the manager.
As one time I saw the guy who weasel punched and the tooth came out. is he on Alien's crew? He's a promoter. Guy I'm
Yeah.
Right, those guys also, they are chaos. And
so what did you guys think about that? Because I don't think I want to talk about it anymore, but I want to hear what your perspectives are on what happened and transpired between those two parties.
That's Pallaso and Alien Skin.
Yes.
It was unfortunate. Very, very. It was bad. It was bad because I imagined like other people's lives could have been taken, you know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, or even the parties involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Much as we know that you have disagreements, we wouldn't want somebody to be hurt. You're both Ugandans, and we love you both. You get. Yeah. So to me, I'm like, you know, it is better. Take it to the music. Only that the other party took it to the music after
getting some
stomped the
some
yard.
few slaps.
Now the music is, you know, it would have been like nicer, like at least take the threats to the music. Let people be like, yo, did you listen to this track? He said he's going to do this, even when you're not going to do it.
But actually, that
Let's
stuff
put it
started
people's
actually. Yeah, it started on. See, that stuff started on stage. The Alien Skins guy was taking the songs to the DJ when Pallaso was performing, and Pallaso's guys first slapped the guy.
The
The
sure
clips
that's
are
what
there.
happened?
Yes, the videos are there.
You know
What,
the guy,
what did you say happened?
You get-
let him tell you.
Pallaso was on stage performing his set, but after him was supposed to be the Alien Skin guy to come and perform. So they sent a guy to like take the music to the DJ to like prepare for his set. So that when the other guy is done, they start off with this guy's music.
Or was it that?
So,
or,
as the
or
guy was taking
was
the
it
music
that
on
one
stage-
artist was on stage and the other one tried to rush the stage?
They make it look like that.
No, but clearly when I look at this footage, there are flags that are already waving from a certain camp.
Yes.
Yeah.
They sent the guy to
But-
take the music.
So why
to
would
the
you do that?
DJ.
That doesn't even
But-
make any sense. Doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah.
Why are you taking your music to the DJ when doing
To
somebody's
prepare
set?
for my set after you're done.
Wait till I'm done,
The
nigga.
organizer said what?
The organizer said that Pallaso was going somewhere in the west.
Mm.
So his car was just by the stage.
Yes.
That performed then moved.
More.
Head off.
Then when Alien Skin came, they like parked in front,
They blocked the guy's way.
blocked the way.
Mm.
And then Alien Skin started like performing their side. Then his fans moved from Pallaso.
Was the other guy on stage?
No, he was just parked in the corner.
Oh, he began performing while the other person was on stage?
What the fuck?
Kati gwe oli simanya mu flash ate simanya take music.
I think it was also a coincidence.
Yeah. Because the clip that I saw, this guy was taking the music to the DJ and they first whooped him a few slaps. You get it?
I think it was also a coincidence that...
I think, by the whoever is watching this and you're a cartoonist, we're looking for a person who does like those animations. Because Green's stories are so are so entertaining and animated. We need to like get these back hands. Like,
first slap like a guy. And the other guys are like, why do you slap my guy? I think from the clips that I watched.
That's not what happened. I don't think that's what happened. But
But still, for me, I think for the kind of guys doing this,
you're Spider-Man, eh?
I expected that kind of beef to be like the hip-hoppers in Uganda, but now it's those guys doing it. Our rappers, are we cowards?
No,
are we not active?
We don't have...
We are waiting for bullets, nigga.
Are we so contented that we don't want to like create like a hype around our music?
Who needs that? I don't need that.
And even Keko said it is like these new rappers. They are. It's like they are lazy. It's like they are not like doing this thing as a job.
But here's the thing. I'll speak from my own perspective.
Yeah.
I've never benefited from like there's never been a day in my career where I've benefited from a beef. I've never seen it translate into money. I've never seen it add anything of value onto me.
Have you ever had beef?
Me? I've never had beef, but there's some people are mistaken that
you had imaginary beef.
They think we do have beef, but we actually don't. You get me? So I don't give anything energy or attention which does not directly benefit me. You get me? So, and I don't think I'm built like that. I think I'm a good fighter. I really know how to punch and beat people. But that was a certain time or a certain version of me that I never want to revisit because it's like very survival mode for me. That's not where I'm at, and I haven't been like that in like, I don't know, forever. You get it?
Ever since I started seeing money, you're like, nah, I'm not going to.
No, even when I was broke, I just chose to stop doing that. I'm Kawempe born and raised. But I know where...
The thing I was
whatever,
saying,
you know,
like
there's where I know places where my anger can take me where people can lose their lives. Let's put it that way. And when I move with security, that security is to save those people from me when I lose it. So I avoid situations where we could have an altercation, right? I'll ignore you. I'll look at you as an idiot. I'll like keep on doing. I'll do what they sent me a beef song that literally was insulting me. I chose not to play it until 3 years later. That by the time I listened to it, I laughed because some of the lines were funny. Some of the lines in there were funny. You get me?
Weak.
But I was like, look at the person saying it. Like really, you know? Yeah. So should it be rappers doing that? To what end? Like where's the bag? Tell me there's a bag at the end of this.
Because I think it takes intelligent people to like turn a beef into money.
Bakubyo ina akamonde bwe kati nga tolina.
Hey,
because
the
first slap in your shade.
The first slap that guy was
Tyson, Mayweather, whatever. These guys all collect bags at the end of the day. Never kubyo ina akamonde ku face.
Yeah.
You know?
That guy's first slap actually turned into a very successful show.
Which one?
Alien Skin.
Oh yeah.
That was a smart business move.
But like, if he had lost an eye, would it be a successful show?
Okay, Green. Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Among the guys who are violent, or you know that's a fight, right? Compare them to your life or my life, right? Whose life would you rather live? No, let's just ask. You think they make very business decisions, but their life, your life, my life, and their lives. Whose life would you rather live? You tell me. Give me an honest
your
answer.
life and my life.
Thank you.
Because actually, the funny thing is,
so it's as simple as
those
that.
guys make it seem like they're making big money, right? But when you see how they live, again, they don't reach.
Niggas are living on edge. So first we can go to a club, right? or a place where we're enjoying ourselves, a hotel lobby or whatever, and you're so sure nobody's going to throw a bottle at you. But there are guys who are always like,
I saw the home of that guy that was attacked.
Like that. Yeah.
I saw the home. I'm like, this is how a superstar is living. Like, for reals, for reals. You get, like, it didn't look like a superstar would live in such conditions. You get, like, the home is disorganized. Behind there, they're like other like rentals. Like, man, you guys.
But what I would say on that is his house looked better than very many people's houses that you understand. So, and him coming from where he comes from, like from his story, me, I feel like it's at least he was doing better. Probably. But
now they just destroyed the house.
Unfortunately, but when guys come from, because I know how hood life is and the ghetto, and having a structure, some people never have it. So
would they want to get better than that?
The artists who started before him, and right now they may not have structures. They're still renting or something like that. That's if that was the structure. So at least I respect the hustle.
Okay, for me, I was like looking at it in terms of not like reaching violent.
Yeah, unless you're talking about how
entertainment,
artists branding in UG. How they
I'm looking at it from a purely entertainment.
But wait, before we get into that, you need to applaud Pallaso's creativity, yeah? Like that within 2 minutes of after sabularing the person.
4 songs.
There are 4 songs? I've only had 1.
My God.
There are 4 songs. That boy is quick and talented. I'm telling you, he's quick and talented. 30 minutes.
That makes me think maybe this stuff was actually premeditated.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Were we trying to see a Drake and Kendrick back and forth tracks?
Yeah, but
before you're processing this one is out.
See, that's where the issue is. If it were like rappers doing it, it would have been fun.
Rappers can't even handle a battle of music.
No, it's those other guys. Not even the music they are releasing. And you see my talent, I see my talent.
Play one.
They should get
play one. We've had this conversation before.
Ugandan rappers, please.
Let the smoke, let's raise the dust a little bit.
You want to play one song? What? I don't get you.
Yeah?
I don't get you.
No. I was having a conversation with him and he was like, there was a time they wanted us to beef with so and so, but I let it, I didn't. I was like, so was it musical? Or he was like, releasing a track. I'm like, what? That's the game. Drop a track.
I had your boy. Your boy has a problem. Yeah. I had him saying, "Bo, there's only one king of the East."
Sukuya.
Pallaso ajja kuba Sukuya n'obunyamanyama.
Sukuya is a hard guy.
Would want to see that. Would want to see that in a ring.
I'm sure Sukuya would want one of them in the ring.
So Sukuya inamwe.
He's a hard guy. He's a Gishu. Gishu is a hard.
What is Amuli?
Too much Malewa.
This Mayanja boy has knuckles, you guys.
So let's see who takes the crown in the East.
I think Pallaso will be like, who?
Yeah, but yeah.
We need a boxing match, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've seen your team and I think you're also involved. You guys tried to manufacture a beef.
Which one?
You guys, for Big Ben, you tried to manufacture one time a beef for him, but it wasn't successful. Because all of us who are intelligent, all of us who are intelligent were like, now look at this guy.
You see what he's doing, that you and your team.
No, but you are part of it. Wasn't he a part of his team?
Which team?
Yeah, this guy was a part of
when
Big Ben's
beef.
You are part of
I like
flopped beef.
Yo.
No, they tried to manufacture beef twice. There's
when I had beef with Big Ben.
That was manufactured, man.
Which one?
And you know what's funny? What's funny is that it was like meant to promote the album. All of us looked at it and we were like, okay, the album is coming. We know already.
I think he was part of the committee.
I think no, I wasn't. But before that, we were together, and so me, I was like, what are these guys trying to do? Yeah. But then what's funny is
But the
when you
thing is
say
that
manufacture,
yeah, but the thing
Big
is that
Ben manufactures his own beefs.
most of us have been in the industry for so long that
Yeah.
you look at something like from a mile away and you're like, yeah, bro,
No,
I see all the breadcrumbs you kept on leaving.
But see, the thing about Big Ben, why I like Big Ben is at least he's trying.
He's persistent. He's
Yes,
trying.
like-
to keep thing, yeah.
You see, when all these things
Me, what I don't agree with,
to
what
push
I
the
don't,
album, all these are like
The
tactics.
only thing I
they
don't
use.
like about Big Ben, and I think he takes this in the right way, because I have no ill feelings towards him or whatever. I really wish him the best. The only thing there was a stage he had where he was really trying to be Casper Nyovest so bad, and I'm like, but you are this very talented rapper from Bali. Your story is already
When we
written.
were beefing, I told him,
Like, why are you
Casper
trying to
Nyovest
dance?
wannabe.
No, but that was but all of us who like his talent were like, but why are you trying so hard to be Casper when you're already Big Ben?
Big Ben, and he's dope.
Actually, and
he
you're
was
dope.
calling
Very-
himself Casper.
No, but he would try to dance like Casper. He had also the fake hair in the back. You know, we're like, nah, nigga, come on.
Casper's hair was not fake.
Casper's hair.
Yeah.
I don't know, but somebody already did it. We already know
We
somebody
already
who
know
does
already
it.
Casper has it.
Yeah, we
I
already know
think, I
Casper
think we
has
all
it.
draw inspiration from different places. Some people directly copy.
Now you can see that it was
I
the
know-
management that had the problem.
I know.
Telling him, Kopa Kavirika.
No.
They told him Smayaka Chila. Now it's Smayaka Chila.
No, in my thinking,
He's defending now.
on my experience, I would tell him, yo, you are free to do that type of hair, but just know somebody else has already taken that image
Why
and
didn't you tell him
brand.
then?
So
You understand?
okay.
It didn't cross my mind really because I was concentrating on the music, how dope the music
So you
was.
didn't know who Casper was.
You thought you had invented a new
You thought
hairstyle.
I'm not a huge fan of.
Yet some of us are like Tong Po Hardy.
I'm
to
not
that
a
movie.
huge fan of Casper because
Nze bampita Casper
I'm all-
kubanga nyambala nnyo vest.
I'm always. I love Casper Nyovest. I think he's dope, but I didn't think that it was a big issue because Big Ben was also still coming up. I was like, don't stress. Be how you want to be, but don't stress about the rest until you're at a point where you can.
So now we know what the
stress
source of the
about
problem is, because now that you're no longer managing,
I
Big
was
Ben is
yo,
not the successful artist.
I don't
He's
think I've
making now
ever been
decisions.
Big Ben's
The problem
manager.
is here. The problem
I've
is
never
here.
been Big Ben's
Eh,
manager.
eh.
Yeah, but
How many times did the Peter did that? Jesus?
3 times.
But no, I'm a huge fan of helping rappers, like collaborating, because I know managing an artist is very, very hard.
Yeah.
It's very hard, and we need to connect at a different level.
Yeah, but Big Ben, we
know?
are wishing you the best. You have so many fans in this house, the BFE house, basically.
Yeah,
You've been so persistent. You deserve all the success
Yeah.
that's coming to you.
yeah.
King of the East, your
Me-
title is tricky. That's a very tricky title.
Me, the issue I have with Big Ben
Yeah,
is attacking everybody. Big Ben today is attacked GNL, tomorrow is attacked
No,
Big
I
Phil.
think-
I don't think he has ever attacked me.
He has ever.
I never got that.
Maybe
Yeah.
just decided to ignore. But also the other thing is
Eh?
Big Ben, be loyal.
What did he say when he attacked? When he said
Guys,
attacked?
let's not pretend you've been
No,
there.
I'm just no.
He
Tell
was
the
part
people.
of the team.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
part of the
team.
committee.
tell the
See-
people.
See, the thing is,
Do you know what you should do? I think we should attack.
so be a big
Nah.
tree, Caroline.
No,
So,
but
actually, I think this is how I got to know about the second. That was the second beef.
Yeah.
The first manufactured beef was the one between you and him.
Yeah.
We all saw that. We were like, "Come on, guys, Tubalaba, like Tubalaba, that
management
Tubalaba, eh.
beefing with management.
And then the next second one was the one where it came to Bigtril, but Bigtril was also ready. Bigtril was also
No,
ready.
I think what Big Ben was trying to do is because all rappers have put their guards down. So it's like
He's
trying to
working
say,
niggas
yo, at least let's, how do they call it? Sparring.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, yo,
Hey, but
guys
the,
are like,
a guy will whoop
nah.
your sumagiza. That shit.
no, but at least for the sport,
yeah.
I think he was trying to do it for the sport. Like, we are so quiet, you know.
ate bombi balina obunyama by then Bigtril
That's-
alina akanyama ne Guni alina akanyama.
Yeah.
But Bigtril was ready. He was ready with the clapbacks also. Ne Bigtril was faza muno.
Sumagiza. That's a very
That
guy
was a
who is
Sumagiza.
Yeah, but that's
Bigtril-
the whole game.
But Bigtril banged whatever Big Ben is Somagiza.
Yeah, that's the whole game. But do you know the weird thing? the weird thing is because the time Big Ben was picking on guys, So when I was with him so much, it wasn't that wasn't the case. So after like it had been a while and I was rolling with G, that's when a track drops and is name dropping guys. And then I was rolling with Trill, and then a diss of Trill came out. So me, I was like,
And
you
you
know
are
what?
his guy.
Oh,
And I'm Trill's
there's a diss song. There's an actual diss song.
I think
You guys, I need to
was
catch
it-
up on so much UG hip hop since I wasn't here. Then
No, I think it wasn't a diss song,
Yeah.
but it was
was
like a
subliminal
back and forth on Twitter. Like
Yes.
bring me. He wanted to battle Trill, basically.
And he started GoFundMe.
So
There you go, Ben. We need to talk.
so to me, I'm like, you know what, Big Ben. I think
wait,
Big.
wait. He started to go find me to do exactly what?
Like a campaign.
Eh.
Because Bigtril say, bring the man, I have this man.
Yes. He was like, now you guys, let me do it. Go find me here. Netaga centers up battle.
Yeah, so I think Big Ben is that. 50
How much
cent
did Trill ask for? But there was a time I offered a rapper here, and I think some of you know this guy. Don't mention his name, please don't. But there was a rapper I really, really wanted to battle another rapper because we were interested in starting a battle league, right? So I was like, I have 5M for you, right? And I want you to battle this other guy. Now, this other guy, he wanted him to battle. He's not legendary status, but he has been around for a long time. That guy is like that, eh? What did I say? What did I say?
It's okay.
Njoge Debubi, eh?
This guy is trying to say 20 years upcoming.
Njoge Debubi, eh?
No, it's okay. Let's continue.
Sometimes Njoge Debubi is when Njoge Debubi. Please tell me. But
That's
okay.
Why
That's why I'm not mentioning names here.
Yeah.
But this other person, okay, I know album Bobidi, eh? Bobidi takuliko hit.
Okay, no,
Yeah, but
two albums, at least from the
Hey,
explanation.
Two
albums.
I'll leave you some clues, eh? I know 2 albums, no hits on it, but at least he has 2 albums, right?
2 albums, no hits.
No hits, yes. And he speaks like with an accent too, like Zungu,
First
eh?
accent,
Fox
2
accent,
albums,
yes.
no hit.
First accent has been around for a very long time.
Has been around. That's the 4th. Has been around for a very long.
But then this other guy, right, had some success, some little success. Not only he also had no hit, by the way. This other kid that I wanted to battle this guy.
But he had made some waves.
He had made some waves. He had won some battles, you know. And I was willing to put down some money. I was like, this is going to really be good for like a launch pad. We say, on our first tickets, we have so-and-so against so-and-so. Because this other person who has been around for a long time, I'm resisting to call him legend because he's not. He's just been around for a long time.
But he calls himself legend.
In Uganda, everybody legend.
Legendary status.
Oh, God.
Legend. You're saying, so, for him, he was willing to discipline this little boy. He was like, kaya sama nyonyo. But when I told this other kid, I'm putting 5M, he's like, man, I can't battle that washed up guy. You know, I was also so surprised because I thought at least the money would be motivation enough.
Yeah.
The kid, actually, this other guy was willing to take very little money just to discipline this guy and create a moment, right?
Yeah.
This kid,
The kid.
yeah,
Or maybe just didn't want to associate with the guy who was unlucky.
he just wanted, he wanted better. He thought he deserved a better
Opponent.
opponent. Yes. But all the better opponents, trust me, nobody was like,
I remember.
what has he done?
I remember the battle of Nelly said and the other guy, Big Sam. After the battle, we never heard from Big Sam up to today.
That was a battle. Please
Yes.
tell us.
Big Sam used to over jazz on social media. Okay. After that battle, it's like they buried the guys.
Where was the battle?
Like, you've not been following.
There's some stuff I really don't know. There was a battle.
This
Where?
like how many-
Where did it happen?
It's like how many years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Like 6.
Okay.
The time I used to have beef with Big Sam.
Yes.
That
Oh,
time.
you also had beef with him?
Man, that
Over
guy was
what?
attacking also everybody. Those are the things.
Eh?
He was there attacking, this guy is attacking. You get.
Hip hop Uganda
You
is
get it?
interesting.
Instead of dropping jams, just
But
attacking
you know,
other fellow rappers.
You know the way.
So for me, I was like, man, Big Sam, please don't attack other rappers. Release music. If you're actually better than so and so, let the music speak. But there's no music.
In person, on Twitter, if private
On
phone
Facebook.
call.
On Facebook. You get?
Okay.
I told him, man, don't just attack guys. The guy started attacking me. Oh, you're not even a Ugandan. I'm like, how does this have to do with the music? If it's about music, I'm like, I can't even do a battle between you and Rachel Ray. But then I was like, Rachel Ray was unknown. I'm like, now for you to have a battle with Rachel Ray because nobody knows you, Big Sam. Then he asked for a battle. Nelly said.
And Nelly said was like,
whooped the guy. Since that time, we've never had Big Sam. He actually became some native doctor shit on his Facebook page. Now changed from like hip-hop related to Bajaja Banange. Let's go back to our roots. Bajaja together to Samire. Since that time, I've never heard from Big Sam.
G said.
Then I met him in some show that Breezy Beats had organized. Some man, also those things are also funny. If I'm to talk about Breezy Beats things, also they're heartbreaking.
Didn't even
Hip-hop, but
just save yourself the
energy. Stakeholders of hip-hop, my guys, what are we doing? It's like we're just playing.
One of the best lines I've ever heard somebody said, I hold the bull by the horns, I'm a stakeholder.
Yeah.
Guess who said that?
I know that line.
It's a South African rapper. And it's not Casper Nyovest.
No, I'm not a fan of Casper.
Bambita Casper Nyambala Nyovesti.
By the way, G on one of the podcasts, he was like, his mom saved very many rappers. So at least...
With attack, and mom is like...
relax.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same, how can I call it? Hereditary thing.
Yeah.
Because Trill was signed under you, and I know Trill is a beast.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Big Ben is my homie, but Trill is a beast.
Whichever now.
Yeah. So
I realized now that because you're rolled now.
If we had to organize
no, I knew it from the very first time I had the verse on Sesetula.
Why didn't you advise your artist at the time not to attack
that time? That time, Trill. I think we pulled the best out of Trill because he was tired of us always like, there's something I do to people who are around me, right? Like I'll make you feel bad for doing bad.
Yeah.
Like I will make you feel bad for doing bad. So, so sometimes we'd be in the war bus, like before performances, and like, please go out there and don't embarrass us.
It's like, shit.
So he would be like, "Hey man, this guy is," and would say it, and then by then I used to smoke, and then I would look to the other side and then smoke. Yeah. Then the moment he goes out, all of us burst laughing. But then he would go and kill a show. He would actually do so well, and then he would come back and he's like, "Okay, it's going to be harder for the next guy."
The next guy.
Now he's telling Monji, and Monji is like, DMX, don't, like it was like always over. So Bigtril was looking for a moment to like really discipline us. Then
Sure.
Your moment.
Like these guys.
Hey. So that time, I think I laid the chorus and then I moved out. I don't know I think I did my chorus and my verse. What?
Sesetula. That was like Sesetula, right?
That was Sesetula, yeah. So I'm out, I finished my verse, I finished my whatever shit, and I go out there to smoke. Then I'm out there smoking, and then I'm hearing Bigtril laying his verse. I had to come back in and be like,
okay.
Like he really, he was really serious on this one. He was serious on this one. And the best verses are those ones where you don't take a long time to write, and which is one of those things which I miss about the BFE team, is that we would just say tukole oluyimba, and it would end in that moment before all of you go away. So we didn't do many songs together, but whenever we decided to like pen something, it was like in a very short time, very intense, and everybody's trying to murder.
Should we expect like BFE version 2?
I think we've just appointed someone head of Baboon Forest Music, so that question is not for me.
Because we saw like Blue 3 coming back together again and then gave us a very wonderful concert.
Yes.
Should we expect BFE 2?
We'll ask the fans. let's ask the fans. Let's ask the fans for that. If they want to see it, we shall make it happen.
That one has to happen, whether we want it or not.
And we are demanding for it.
And I think it will be a good
we are
moment.
not asking.
No, like
it
was, it was
strike.
For a lack of a better word, revolutionary.
Yeah.
When BFE, was introduced to us.
Yeah, the other guys were there, but
it was that one solid of like.
The other crews were there, right?
This is it.
But when BFE dropped that shit.
Yeah, I think I was just telling someone the story of when they selected the best artists in the country, right?
Yeah.
And when they selected the best artists in the country, the people that people expected to be big were not on the list, right?
Who selected?
The public selected. We had nothing to do with it. We're just young boys doing hip hop.
Yeah.
But long story long, we are backstage, right? And number 3 is GNL.
Yeah.
In the whole country.
Yeah.
Number 3 is GNL. Now, there are people who had been there for a long time.
Yeah.
So instead of like, Airtel was like, we need to go in order, right?
Yeah.
Man,
The
guys
crowd.
had a lot of attitude.
How?
And
When?
yeah. So this guy who's organizing the show comes backstage and is like, man, G, do me a favor. Everybody has refused to step on the stage. The crowd is getting agitated. Please. These guys are older than you. Please step on. So all I did was...
They don't want to go on stage
They don't want to go on stage first. He said, it's a respect thing, what?
So you went and killed the show.
For me, I only had one policy, always. I don't care who comes last, as long as I'm paid. So I only turned to my manager, I was like, but Sasude, everything, I got everything. So I'm like, yeah, load up the decks, let's go. So we go on, and I always used to move with my boys. So Twizy goes on, excites the crowd. Munji, Nachambusa. Now, by the time we're on stage, crowd area, I'm not going to use that word I usually use. The crowd was like way up there, like excited. And this guy comes back to me and is like, yo, the international, it was one international artist who had also come here. So they said, the artist hasn't left the hotel yet, so it's going to take a little longer. Extend your set. So he gives me more time. We haven't even loaded that Chikankane, Uba Katambala. Bruh.
You're just starting.
Bruh. By the time I left the stage, it was so hot.
That the next artist is
time,
going to struggle.
Now everybody in the industry changed the way that they did shows, right? Like, don't let those guys go before you, because because we were living now. Because for us to do the show, then just leave or go somewhere where we feel comfortable to watch the rest of the stuff. But the next person who came to that stage, the crowd was like, the energy came from here to like
just dropped.
So in the whole industry now it changed to, man, don't let those guys go before you.
you.
So people would be like, man, don't put me.
Yeah, don't put me.
After.
So whether on Kuka or whatever we used to go, there's like street jam. No. Guys, you cannot go before me. Yeah, so. Yeah, it's that kind of energy that I'm missing now. Yes. Or I haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
We need to do performances.
It's not there. We really need to like revive hip hop back to that stage.
But that's also that comes through from so by then I wouldn't be arrogant to be like, Gwengenda kukuba short. But I would say that to my crew inside the car. Because to all the other artists, I would just like, look, I'll let you say all your shit, and then I'll leave the stage so hot. You'll respect me after that. Or shiraba. Yeah. And sometimes we'd even just go, and we built that from finding crowds that were so cold, right? That Biba Boa, so you only get your slots from, man, Ntekao. Then like guys like, nobody wants to go there. The crowd is bored, bichi. So you go to a very cold crowd
and mash it up.
And you begin with a freestyle. It excites them. Give them another freestyle. Now they are laughing. Now they're starting to give you money. Perform your Kawan song, and then you go away. So we are built from a very tough crowds that I know from song number 1. If they don't like that, I have to try this.
Yes.
If they don't try that, I'm going to try this.
Keep
Then it
adjusting.
came to a point of, man, make your list, what? I'm like, no, I make my list when I'm at the venue. Actually, while I'm watching the whole crowd from like...
You read the crowd.
I read the crowd and I'm like, I remove that other song, add that other song. Yeah, like that's how it would work, right? So, by the time I got to shows where most artists, Boba Yimba Buyimbi na Jana Boka, regardless, like you can put me in a small room, I'll kill it. I'll have a conversation.
Yeah.
You put me on a big stage, I know how to handle
You
that.
rip it apart.
Put me on in a stadium, I don't know how to perform in a stadium. Well, most people are just only one-dimensional. Yeah. So.
There are some guys, their biggest
But
songs.
a beat was loaded.
Which one?
I'm letting the cat out of the bag.
The beat was loaded?
The beat was loaded.
Which one was
But
that?
that's where it stopped. And Big Homie told me,
Yeah.
this is how he did it.
Uh-huh.
It was like, we're in the ride, driving.
Uh-huh.
It was like, listen to this. Played it.
Mm-hmm.
He waited for me to enjoy the beat. Then when it was done, switched it off. Then it took a while.
Yeah.
Then he told me, that's the one I'd made
For the
for
reply.
your boy, but I'm not gonna release
Chkompola.
Who was it? For which boy?
The reply. No, for the
Oh, for the other one.
for Big Sam.
Oh.
Not Big Sam.
Yeah, Big Ben. Fuck. I don't know. Big Sam's career is done. I don't know why.
Why are you saying Big Sam's career is done? They go green.
My guy, for me, the issue I have is me. I speak.
Who is Big Sam?
Me, I'm going to speak.
You don't have Big Sam?
So you see what I'm trying to tell
Oh
you.
shit. Okay.
You get? Big
He
Sam
has-
is a
he
guy.
ha- he has
Big
been-
Sam
I've
used to
had
diss
the
you.
name.
he has
I've had the name
he has
from
been-
like
He
both
has
of
been
you.
here. He has been to the forest.
Aha. See, now that's
He's
the thing
been-
about Big Sam.
He performed here
Big Sam
when we
can
had a night at the forest.
Big Sam can actually diss you and threaten you on social media, but when you meet him, that's a different story. Oh my guy, how are you? You're like, what guy? You are threatening me on social media.
So here's the thing which I also didn't know. That I didn't know there was a beef between the late Molekwa and Nelly said. Did you know there was a beef like that?
No.
I actually,
Talking that beef now.
do you know what was crazy? Is that I discovered this from a song where Molekwa was dissing Nelly said. Look through his discography. J. Ruli. You get me? I didn't know there was a beef. But I think they patched it up later. What was some beefs so
Cold Wars.
obunyamanyama
Now, see, the issue is guys don't want to like speak the truth about those things.
Yeah,
So
but
that's what Keko was. What was Keko saying? So is that what Keko was saying, that there's so many factions? What did she mean by there's so many factions in this genre of hip hop?
she talked about lack of unity. She was like, if we don't work together, if we don't work as a unit, we're not going anywhere. We're just working for ourselves. But I think she mentioned the new school not having a sense of direction, first of all, lack of motivation.
Yes.
She was like, back then for them it was about survival on that music, but right
It was
now
a job.
it feels like it's, I need just hype, I need to be famous, I need to, if I can. That's why everybody's going to studio. But I think it's also because very many of our legends, some of them, apart from people like G who gave us more albums, they didn't, like,
There's no work.
how do they call it? Like, do it to a level whereby we've had enough of them.
There's no work. Just make it plain. They
Omuntu-
don't have
waliwo
work.
guy bamwitanga, let me see, what was his name? There was a rapper, I think you guys know him. His name was Tommy Ress.
I know Tommy Reyes.
Come on, G.
So
Shout out to Tommy Rez.
Shout out to Tommy Ress. Yeah. Tommy Ress ekyamunyizanga be bantu abeyitanga legend, but just because nga tebalina hits and whatever. Yeah. Nga tebalina hits ate nga tebalina body of work.
Yeah.
Again,
Most
yeah.
rappers don't have a body of work.
But then I also challenged Tommy Race.
Yeah.
I challenged Tommy Race. I was like, Tommy Race, also you don't have an album.
You're pointing by 3 fingers.
No, the whole palm is Thanos. Thanos is like this. Ngolaba engalo jeziri. Toina album. You know, people wish they change the stance now. What? They want to assure you. Hey, I'm saying Tommy Race also. Time has come for
Step up.
An album. Even Memphis Bleak has an album. Don't be like Mbu. Eh? Who? Has an album. He has been talking about that. There's a mythical album. Do you know people talk about their boyfriends? And their boyfriend, Tomulaba, this chick's like, my boyfriend, that the boyfriend doesn't exist. Just like this guy who tell us about
has
this
a girlfriend.
We've never seen this girlfriend. So that's Tommy Race's album. He has been talking about this album.
You know, funny thing.
You told us about that album before COVID, right? Hey, way before COVID. For me, he began telling me before even speaking vernacular.
This is now 2025. 5 years.
You've never seen my girlfriend because the whole world knows her.
Pamela?
You also listen. You all
Pamela Henderson.
You all you all know her. So it could be one of those famous girls. One of them.
And I
You're
go,
dating a celebrity.
if wishes were horses.
But the ones that are so not all over the place.
But the thing is, guys, rappers, we need more work.
But I think rappers fear hip hop.
And
I've come to realize. I don't need a girlfriend, man. I already got one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's in love with hip hop.
I think
that corny line, eh?
artists fear hip hop. I've come to realize they fear everything that has to do with what hip hop means.
Your niggas fear your greatness.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
They do.
Yeah.
Your niggas fear your greatness.
Yeah.
How you tell me that you're a rapper and you only have one song in like 2 years?
No, you fear your greatness.
Actually, that it reminds me of
Who is your
Lyrical G.
greatness?
You fear your greatness.
Yo, Lyrical G dropped an album.
You need to embrace your greatness.
Lyrical G dropped an album. I searched for the album on DSPs. It was not there.
Lyrical G is going to come here.
It's okay.
LG.
And I've been told that he's learning Taibo.
LG is one of the realest hip hop
Kid.
artists that I've seen.
Yes.
Yeah, he will
Lyrical
tell
G
you.
drops albums.
He'll tell
In
you
what
it
sense?
is.
Elucidate.
Like him being the
Explain.
realest.
Mm.
Yeah, it will give you reasons why, and they're
Why he has
always,
not put the album on the
and
DSPs.
they're always based on what he believes. At least I respect that.
Yeah. But
And
see,
somebody who doesn't do that
see,
just because they feel like
yeah.
they don't.
He has
have
a
to.
new body of work that's coming up next, right? An album.
Yeah,
But-
I think it's called Black Boy. I interviewed him
Yeah.
about it on the best.
But now the thing is, he didn't like tell us where we are going to get it from.
Should we
So should
start
we hunt him
dissect-
down?
But has it started rolling out?
That's what I'm saying.
The
The previous
the
one.
rollout began?
See, listen.
Mm.
The older ones,
Yes.
we searched for them on the DSPs. They're not there. So we have to buy the CD from him, right? So now, how
That's
do
the business model.
yes, now you get. So now, how do we get the CDs?
Until they
So,
get the money.
Do you have to first you get? I have to first hunt him down. I'm like, I have to first look for Lyrical G
Green,
to get the album.
Green.
Yeah.
Who are your top 5 rappers, hip hop artists?
First wait, I'm still talking about the album and where for us to get it. I think that's the like issue with the hip hop in Uganda. The music is there, it's great, but we don't know where to get it. Rappers are not like putting their work out
So
there.
where is it?
I'm also wondering. That's because it's not there.
You said it's there.
Yes, we know that these guys are working. You get?
I don't
They
think
have
they're
dope work.
working. They
You
are
get?
not. They are not doing anything.
Me,
The
I
rappers are
think
not
they're
doing
working. They
anything.
just don't know
They're scared of
how to
like
put
what you
where
said,
for us
their
to find the
greatness.
music. Like I'm saying, Lyrical G's albums. Do I have to first hunt him down? Like look for him to get a copy of the album?
Tandika okwocha ennyama.
You get beef. You
I
get
think
I'm rich to get.
I think you have to find out first of all why he's doing the music, because the reasons you may be looking for that, yet for him is like I'm
Yes,
an
bro.
OG and music is my passion. You understand?
Definitely. He
So,
loves hip hop.
Yeah,
we know
I
that
respect people who do it.
he's a producer. He makes
Very
dope music.
But I'll put it this way.
He's a
Yeah,
dope rapper.
I understand that reason, right? But
Yeah.
I know LG is a very big Snoop Dogg fan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, let me dedicate a song to him. Kamoka dedicate. Wale wakaimba ku Snoop Dogg's new album kevaita Skyscrapers.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
I listened to that shit in Mombasa, on the beach, high of life. People trying to sell me Madafu.
Yeah, Madafu.
I was on some Madafu life.
Yeah, some niggas don't know that shit.
And I was listening to that shit. I replayed it like over and over again, but I was thinking about L. The game is to be sold and not to be told.
Thank you.
That's a quote from his best artist. The game is to be sold.
No, the quote is from LG's best artist.
From LG's best artist, who is Snoop.
Which is Snoop Dogg.
You heard it from me, eh? Yeah, I was reiterating from Snoop. Yeah, the game is to be sold, not to be told.
Good.
Yeah,
That's where my issue is with Lyrical. You have dope albums,
Lyrical,
but we don't know where to find them.
Lyrical has the most. Is the artist with the most hip hop albums.
Yes, but
I'm actually going Lyrical katutandike. Lyrical dinjetaga this year. This year, let's be serious. You have the most albums.
this is like his 11th one, right?
Here's the 11th. I'm on number what? We're Lyrical G. We're going to even up that score.
You get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But congratulations to Agatuli, the black boy.
Yeah.
I think Green's complaint is that he wants to see it on DSPs.
Yes.
So that we can all easily access
The music.
and enjoy. And he's also producing most of these joints.
Yeah, he's a
And
dope
maybe he's
producer.
pulling
Actually.
a Kanye West move. It's like, yo, my music
He's
is
taking
going
it
to
to
be on
Japan.
my platform.
So he's going to take it to Japan. What?
Yeah,
Listening part.
because at least it's high time we start to sell music. Is it even possible to sell music in Uganda?
People have been selling.
I've
before.
been selling music since,
No,
bro.
Even Lyrical G
no,
himself
he-
has been
he-
selling
he-
albums. before.
Here's how much I've been
He has
selling
sold
music.
albums.
Here's how much I've been selling music. The moment the producer gave me my first song, I told him, give me the instrumental, the what? Give me the vocals, and then give me the whole song. I sold that CD.
how many copies did you sell?
The
I
song,
don't remember, but it was enough
the
to buy me.
instrumental, and the vocals.
Yes, but it was enough to buy me beer. It was enough to give me transport
Yeah.
and go to club. It
Yeah.
wasn't a lot, eh? Because I'd had to like burn the CDs, put a smack, I think like this is not even soda gingerly. This is like yenze. You get?
Have you,
Actually,
have
back
you
in the
had-
day, we
I think
actually
it
used to
was-
buy albums from.
I think it
rappers.
was only
I think that
But
that
now-
kind of commerce right now, eh?
Yeah,
I'll
but-
be killing
but
you
now
guys
they-
with that. But right now, DSPs, there's a
Yes.
way that they cheat people. So the best way to do it,
Sell it on your own.
sell it on your own.
put it on your website.
Put it on your website. Get
Let-
the
tell
people that
people.
that can kusaza a card to give you money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, have you guys heard of bandos?
Bundles?
Okay.
But do guys sell music in Uganda?
Olabe yali manager wa Ben tamanyi bandos. Kale.
Yeah.
Bano be ba
I'm
manager
I'm
ba-
one of the guys who is always like, yo, you don't have to know everything.
You learn on
Just
the field.
just be on the right track and figure out as you
As
go.
you go on.
Mm.
Otherwise, people are going to put you in a
In
pot
some
whereby you don't know this and you're this.
Ama,
and
can,
then
you, can you be a producer and I don't have to bounce?
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something obvious. How do you
How do you bounce?
how do you make the music if you don't bounce it?
What's the meaning of bounce?
Mm-hmm.
No, like after you've recorded,
Uh-huh.
you have to bounce the track.
Do you export
that
it?
you
Do
can
you
be-
export? Do you export it or bounce it?
You first bounce it before you export it. Isn't that it?
Or you bounce, you export and then you bounce.
Nah.
Do you bounce as a project?
But the thing is, at the end of the day, try to seek as much knowledge that you can.
I agree with that. Totally,
but then
totally,
business
totally.
wise, I don't, and we have the most musicians
Of course.
and the most music, but we don't sell our tracks. There is, it's very
No,
few.
but I don't want you guys to put this one on the hip hop. Let me defend.
Even generally.
But this is a hip hop show.
Chidandali guys don't sell
This is a hip
it's
hop
But
show.
the
only-
thing is that the Chidandali guys have way more hustle. Huh.
Yeah, because
Those guys
at least
have hustle.
their hustle is the concerts.
Mm-mm.
No, but they actually.
Those guys
move.
are yakafuna oluyimba bwati.
They move.
They are playing it in the car. Nasukana again on all the bars around his neighborhood, giving them the
Those
joint
guys move
For
their
free.
work.
for free. Then in the night, he's going to be performing it at every karaoke joint.
Yeah, for free.
Yeah, but
For
that's
free.
That's promotion.
No. For
Yeah,
free.
for free.
For free.
Yeah.
Guess who are they going to call? Guess who they are going to call when GNL comes to that local joint to perform?
Themselves.
No, the person who has the hit.
Yeah, the person who has the hit.
Yes.
And to perform, not so.
To perform.
That's
yes.
when they
And
are
then take
paid.
money. Yeah.
That's why I'm like, their
and
hustle
then,
is the
and, then, and
concerts.
then and then if
the
there's
shows.
if there's a new business to be promoted in that area, who do you think they're going to call? Ghostbusters?
But still, you can see the criteria of selling the music. It's always you rip at the end, yet you're supposed to rip from the music and even rip from the endorsements.
But that model has kind of changed. That
that
model has
was
kind
the
of
old model.
changed that unless you're playing at a scale of Taylor Swift, Kendrick, and them, I don't believe you. You need more people. You get me?
So basically, we don't have the capacity to operate in that
Unless you have a direct marketing link where you say, guys, I'm dropping an album on this day. Mpa yo dollar tano mpa chikumi mpa this, but that. That model does not
And
work.
to me, I think
I'm just releasing my song and I'm waiting and sitting back to get these streams.
No,
Man,
it's
that's-
not even about
Maybe
streams.
some people think that's money, but that's not money.
It's
to
not
me.
even about streams
Yo,
because that is the
stream-
first place you
stream money
like. It's
is-
easy to upload your music first
Yes.
of all to announce.
So where do you
Go
think the,
find
the music is
Spotify
gonna
and
come? Where do you think
everything.
the money is going to
So
come from?
so
if it's
so
not
so
for
to
the
me, I'm
streaming?
thinking if back in the day the culture was when you go my albums on this store, I'm selling CDs. I've made
guys,
1,000 copies. You know.
I gotta go.
I'm selling 1,000 copies.
Yeah.
You know, I've made 1,000 copies and they've sold out.
Yeah.
We don't have that. So how do you tell me you sell music? Yet we have the most music.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
for me,
Our guy, basically, we make music, but we don't sell it. We only eventually perform and get
yeah, but
money.
there's something called promotions, like promo. You get? Promo means,
But I understand rappers. Sorry, you go on.
No,
Go
it's
on.
okay,
First
it's
finish the point.
see, when you're like doing promo for a song,
Mm-hmm.
you're like making people aware of the
Yeah,
song.
and you're supposed to tell them, go buy the album, go buy the song.
Now, promo is when you're like promoting an album, you get like one single and you give it to the people for free to promote the album
No. There have been people who have also given their whole entire album out for
for
free.
free.
Yeah.
Where that was the model for them.
Yeah.
Guess who that was? There's a popular
Chance the
rapper.
Rapper?
Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
He gave out his music for free.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it worked, by the way. It worked
Yeah.
for the first two albums. Because he was getting this touring, the endorsements, and his cap with the 3
Yeah.
made $8 million
Yeah.
off just merchandise.
Yeah.
So there's a way to get to the bag,
Yeah.
but then you need the music as the means to the end,
Yeah.
right?
Selling records.
Mm.
Guys don't sell records.
Our guys are not promoting.
The 50 right now, it keeps trolling. Guys, it's like, I sold 10 million.
Bro, that's a record.
Like,
That's a
I
record.
sold these records, and
Yeah.
it was even Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're always saying he sold hard copies.
Yes.
Where nobody like this kid would just walk around up on a van or a truck and he's telling guys, "Yeah, I'm Eminem, go buy my music."
Yes,
It's
yes.
in stores.
And then somebody in New York said, "Hey, F you." Yeah.
Because that's a solid
but the
physical
thing is,
copy.
But the thing is, there's an artist who has never sold below platinum. Do you know guys who know that is in hip hop?
Eminem?
No? Who?
Eminem?
He's never sold below platinum. There's a guy from the south, Juvenile.
Oh,
Juvenile.
Juvenile, yeah.
Juvenile,
No,
yeah.
Juvenile.
But right now, going back to our original point, right now, the music and the brand is more about what rollout campaign and your
Yeah.
team can come up with, how creative you can be when you don't have the money, how much time you're willing to put in, and how you're going to network this thing to be everywhere.
Yeah.
And that takes brain power. Now, do our managers have brain
Have
power?
the
But
brain
here's
power.
the thing. Here's the thing. The artists are desperate to blow out. They will always go behind the manager's back to
But
make
are they doing the
deals
right thing?
and do all those things. So what G did the very first time of selling CDs, that was supposed to be the blueprint, but he also I don't know where he stopped. He stopped
I
at
only stopped with
Koi.
speaking vernacular.
speaking vernacular.
Do you know what happened
But-
with speaking vernacular?
Tell us.
I only
tell me.
stopped with speaking vernacular because we ordered a container
Yeah.
of CDs, right? We were going on tour,
Yeah.
So my guy is like, bruh, with this we got some big bag of endorsements.
Yeah.
I think it was UBL or Easter. I don't remember whatever it was, but whoever was manufacturing a Pilsner Red Top by then. We pitched to them. We wanted Guinness. Whatever, there was a drink we wanted, either Guinness or whatever, but they said, we don't have the budget for those. But if you guys can take this one, this is the one that we're promoting across the country. We're like, bet. Like, how much is the bag? Plus the bag, it wasn't like that heavy. We are like, let's get back to you. So we first go, I sit with my guy, we're like,
how are we going to multiply this bag?
I was like, we're going to multiply this bag. So we go back to them and we're like, okay, give us this, whatever, this brand, right? And we're going to do a whole countrywide tour. What we want you guys to do, sell the beer at this, we make our profit at this.
Yes.
Then I want you to set up stages for us that when we arrive, everything else is taken care of and we are there.
Yeah.
So we made a lot of cheddar. And the profit for us was, we sold the CDs at a price that the border guy would go back with a GNL CD. So in every place that we went to, yafunanga CD ya GNL. To me, that was one, marketing. My face is in every home. I'm selling much, and my music is getting everywhere. It was a win-win. So imagine 40 districts. By then there were 40 bakati zili maker. Mwina maker.
90 something. 100.
You know. Yeah, but that was then. But then we got greedy. And then we were like, this shit, man. Ziwedeo. So we were like on district number like 30 there. We're like, Ziwedeo. Shit, we should order for more. That was a mistake. That was a mistake on our side. Greed. Because we had already sold out. All we had to do was now like just go appear, whatever. They have missed out. But we're like, we should order another batch, you guys. We cannot leaving this money on the table. So we made a mistake. And by the time we got back to Kampala, we didn't want to do a major show. We just did parties at Rouge. We were rich.
Those are the boxes of CDs which are in the house.
Yes. I put them in the garage. I was like, but yeah, because we came back to Kampala, we were like, now, tumenye a major show. We were rich. We just celebrated, took trips, you know. Yeah, the whole nine. But I love the mode of selling CDs, and also then it was then beginning to like turn to the flash disc.
Yeah.
And the flash disc was much more harder to manufacture.
But it was interesting because when you're promoting Spear, you gave us CDs.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
And people were fighting for them.
Yes.
At a time where the era of CDs was, you know, but people are fighting for them. Then I had somebody say, you know what? I haven't gotten one. I need to get one. Because
you know, you see, that was promo. Because it's a collector's item.
Yeah, and they got it, and it was like, I'm going to hang it somewhere, and at least I'll know that I have, this is a full album of GNL.
You know what caused that? He printed very few limited
edition. It was a collector's item.
Yeah, but imagine
print like mass print.
Imagine the energy and the enthusiasm he used to get that CD. He would pay for it.
But here's what's crazy. I did the same thing in LA for the Spear album.
Yeah.
But this time I did vinyl.
Yeah.
And those vinyls, $1
yeah.
For just the one.
Yeah.
Now, there are very, very few people. It's like very hippie culture, mo LA. Few people have like
the vinyl players and stuff.
But the ones that do actually pull them out once in a while. It's a lifestyle now you're getting way too. Like it's very old technology, someone can pull out a tape.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh my god, you still have this, it still works, and they're amazed by stuff like that. So I took
actually the vinyl is coming back actually.
In LA people really buy vinyl.
The last 3 years?
Yes.
It's classic.
Yes, it's classic. So I also felt so proud that every time I handed someone like a vinyl, I was like, I dreamt of days where I would see like ABBA, Labaliku vinyls, I would just like picture someone hanging it somewhere and probably showing it to someone like years after that, you know what, do you remember this album by G? You know? So to me that made money, but it's also created like a legacy item for me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of guys stepping up.
And the beauty of it is that at the back of the vinyl you put a scan code.
Yeah.
That if someone wants to listen to the music, Gataina vinyl, it just takes them to Spotify, YouTube, wherever. All the
you can imagine, because people are looking for convenience, easy access.
Yeah.
Like I'm paying for it, but I want it to be easy for me to listen to it.
Also,
So
like
I'm
real
thinking
fans
they
want
should-
to have a physical copy
Yeah,
of
and they should
something.
just-
That attachment to the artist.
Artists now should just step it up, because now we are using flash discs. There's gonna come a time when we're not using them anymore. So just a flash disc is right now how
flash
much?
disc? What?
Flash disc. Flash disc. Yeah, flash disc.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we should end the podcast right here. I think people are going to begin getting crazy. But just to finish your point, one of the most beautiful releases I've ever been to in LA is this artist's party. He was French, right? I think originally Senegalese and Belgian and France. Yeah, we went for his release party and he gave everybody headphones. And it was around the pool top of a mountain, Hollywood Hills. But yeah, bruh, the album was in his headphones. Like, you know those ones where you have the memory card when it's in there?
Yeah.
So everybody took home a copy of his whatever, but you go with the headphones.
Yeah.
Bobo Ingira, you invited, they will just send you that, which I think is like
Genius.
really cool.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the Zambaland podcast. I'm your boy, GNL Zamba, Baboon Force Entertainment, Green Amani, producer, BFE, and then the Ejakite, the man himself, Edimo Collins. Join us here, subscribe. We love you so much. Take care of yourself. The things that we say, we hope you can find knowledge in between, you know? Thank you for hanging out with us. And see you for name one. Don't be scared of your greatness. Don't be just be good. Be great.